Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank y'all for joining the live stream today. We've got a good one today. Shout out to Blizzard of Rob, man. Thanks for that super chat. He says, what's up, brother Cal and the Sunshine family? I really appreciate that, man. Shout out to the NTG crew. I know y'all on here. Michael Beecher Life, Jacob Tanjay. All my old heads, thank y'all for all your support over the years. Any new viewers and subscribers joining us today, thank y'all. Welcome. And anybody catching this on replay, I was in there, talking, and I wasn't able to get the peso. Anybody got that peso rate right now? I need that. I normally check that. I wasn't able to check it today. It was up. Yesterday it was 57.88. I'm trying to see if it's still going up. What's up, Mark Richard? Today we're gonna have Archille back. He's the gentleman I interviewed from Panama, but now he's in the Philippines. The last we talked to him, he was praising Panama. Now all of a sudden he's in the Philippines, and we want to get his story. We want to find out, man, what's going on. Well, all of a sudden you over here now. We're gonna put him on the hot seat. What's up, King B Stacker? Now it's 57.81. Either way, man, that's a lot. That's pretty big. Oh, okay, Matt, he's in Memphis now. He said that bridge over the Mississippi River was incredible. The world slows down when you walk, man. You see so much that you miss when you're riding in a car, a motorcycle, certainly flying. It really slows down. You see the beauty. That's what I noticed, Matt. What's up, M and Kamal? What's going on? I really made a public service announcement with the prostate video that I did, guys. Nobody else talks about that stuff over here in the Philippines. I guess they don't think it's important. I think it's important. I know it's important. When they throw a number out there that says 1 in 8 men in America now, it's probably the same wherever you live, are going to be diagnosed with prostate cancer sometime in their lifetime, man. It's like those numbers jumped out at me. 299,000 new cases for 2024. 35,000 brave men going to lose their lives prematurely. We got to talk about it, man, and we got to do something about it. Go to the doctor, man. He says, hi, I'm new, 19. Your channel is a great channel. He said, thanks for sharing your experience and all the great information, man. You're welcome. And, if you're 40 and over and you're watching this video and you haven't had your prostate exam, for whatever reason, man, get it done. Schedule it as soon as possible. It could save your life. What's up, W Secret Success? He said, we back for a second dose of the real nitty gritty. Well, see, yesterday was members only, the fourth quarter. If you want to join the fourth quarter, then join the channel. Because we get ready, it's getting ready to get exciting, man, on that fourth quarter. But yeah, if you haven't had your prostate exam, get that done, man. Because that's the P word you should be concerned with. Because if you don't take care of that P word, all the other P words won't mean anything, guys. I mean it. 1 in 44 men in America died of prostate cancer. It's the second cause of cancer death among men in the United States behind lung cancer. Wow. That's crazy, man. And we also talked about, what's up, Golden Gate? What's up? King B says, I'm getting my ticket for my return on 27th. I saw your Facebook post. But here's our guest, guys. It's getting ready to get exciting. Welcome, brother. Welcome back, Archille, to the Sunshine Shoulders community, man. How you doing today? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Go to your, but I can't hear you. Go to your settings and make that adjustment. But yeah, King B Stack, I saw your Facebook post. You said it's been over a year, man. My heart goes out to guys like you. I don't see how y'all can do it. He said, yeah, this is the only channel of its kind discussing health, period. You're right. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, Kamal, when it's a mature group that we're talking to, 45 and over. And as you get older, of course, you know, you're going to start having health issues, but we won't talk about it at all. No one else talks about getting in shape. All they talk about is women and relationships. That's it. Cost of living every now and then. It's much more to life in the Philippines and your retirement than some chicken head woman, man. You know, okay, if a 70-year-old man, y'all saw the video, it's popular. You know, and people are, you know, they're talking negative. Look, let people live their life. Man, 70 years old. He's firmly in the fourth quarter of his life. If he wants to come over here and juggle 8 women, let him do it. Whose business is it of yours? But they're criticizing the guy. I'm like, where else in the world can he do that? I'm going to remind you on my next video that I'm uploading that the Philippines is and will always be the international headquarters for the Lonely Hearts Club. And as the population of lonely older men continues to grow, it's going to continue to be, okay, there you go, the Lonely Hearts Club headquarters. What's going on, Archille?
Doing all right, bro.
So you're here in the Philippines now.
Yep.
How long you been here?
I think less than 2 weeks.
Well, you better make sure you know because you got to do that visa extension, man, within the 30 days.
Yeah, I'm going to go, what's the day? Wednesday? I'll go Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
No, you don't want to go next week, man. You're hitting 3 weeks, dude.
So you saying go now?
Yeah, you can go today. If you go to Lapu-Lapu and Gasano Mall down the basement, you'll be in and out of there in 20 minutes, man. Get that done today.
Okay, I'll get it done.
But the last time we talked to you, and I want to thank you for your time, you were singing the praises of Panama. Now all of a sudden, you flew out of there like a 5-alarm fire, man. What's going on?
Man, I don't even know how to start talking about this. Okay, what happened to me, man, is when I went back to California for my surgery, okay, you know, so we talk about, this is more of a subject of talking about dating multiple women. You're approaching dating multiple women. So just imagine you leave the country. I had to go out of the country for surgery, for hernia surgery. So I went back to the VA hospital in Palo Alto, California. Okay. So once you have surgery, you can't get on the plane no time soon because of this threat of blood clots or whatever. So I had to chill out in California for at least a month. Okay. So in that month, you know, you're dating multiple women. What I noticed was, man, only one of them was constantly texting me and talking to me while I'm out of country. You know what I'm saying? So that stood out in my mind, right? So when I got back, because I had to find a new place. You know what I'm saying? Adjustments or whatever. So I just moved, instead of having them 4, man, I just moved that 1 in. I just moved 1 in. Out of the 4, I moved 1 in. You know what I'm saying?
So you had to live in. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. Why are you in the Philippines now when you were singing the praises of Panama? Now all of a sudden, you know.
I'm not anti-Panama, man. I'm not anti-Panama. I still love Panama.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you were living your best life in Panama when I interviewed you last. Now you're here. What's going on?
Well, I'm telling you the story. Okay, so when I got back, I moved that live-in into that apartment. Now, see, this is a subject of, and I didn't know this until now. See, once you move that foreign woman in, you ain't getting her out. You move her into that 5-star resort type apartment, whatever, you're not getting out. But I would say I moved in April, May, June, July, August, September. It's October now. So what is that, 6 months? So I moved to live in for 6 months. And you know, when the live-in was in the rotation, man, everything was, live-in was on point. Rotation every 6 weeks, you come every 2 weeks. This one here come maybe a Sunday or whatever. Whatever your rotation is, right? When she was on the rotation, everything was perfect. When I moved her in, man, she got possessive, she got violent, she got the talking, man. I just seen a different side, man.
So what you saying? Thank you, Philippine Antics, for that super chat. They said, thank you for your troops. Are you welcome? And if you're on here and you don't know the Philippine Antics, shame on you. You know, I always, talk about them doing something that I've never seen anybody else on YouTube do. They literally changed their format right in the middle of their YouTube career, and it meant all the difference for their channel. They found their niche, and I want to applaud them for that, because being on YouTube isn't easy, man. You deal with all the shit you deal with. So yeah, shout out to the Philippine Antics. So what you're saying, man, the woman ran you off? Is that why you?
Well, you could, at the end of the day, I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to slow travel the world anyway. So I was held up in South America, Central America anyway. I wanted to go, but at the end of the day, that relationship gave me a sense of urgency to get on out of there and get to living. Get on out of there and get to living. Okay. Because what happened is she's in the apartment. Yeah, I could have tell her she had to go, but you don't start getting into a problem with the foreign woman in a foreign country, and she's speaking her own language to the police or whatever. The police, man, to get that woman out of the house, the police would have gotten involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She would have broke some things. She would have done some things. So I got on.
Okay,
she went to the gym. I packed my stuff. I went to the airport.
Yeah. So let me ask you. So you basically escaped because she didn't know you was leaving.
No, she didn't know I was leaving, because the last 2 times before when she was know I was leaving, it was a problem. So this is my 3rd time out of there, man.
Okay, now I know the last time you were on here, you said that you had just up and left everything in America and moved. Yeah. So you did the same thing again. You just left everything in the apartment.
I mean, new TV, soundboard, sofa, everything was laid, man. It's a 5-star apartment setup. You got the zip line on the roof and things. You've seen it in the video. I showed you all that stuff. Yeah, left everything, G. I did.
So you left everything. Man, you must be rich.
Like the 4th time in my life I did that.
Yeah. So it must have been pretty hot for you to do that, just to pack all your just clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was pretty hot, G. She was off the chain with it, man. With her mouth.
Yeah.
Just saying
so
things.
Let me ask you this. there was no way that you could just move somewhere else in Panama without.
Well, if the problem was, okay, me moving somewhere else in Panama, I got that lease at that spot until April. You know what I'm saying? The apartment she in now, she done cleaned it out. She's out of the apartment now. But I had a lease in that place until April, man. And that was the diamond of the area. You couldn't find a better spot than where I was. So, everything else I'm ready to go anyway. I've been ready to get out of Panama. You know what I'm saying? So that was just, a good way for me to get on, man.
Top notch rocker, thanks for that super chat. He said, Sunshine Shoulders, how you doing? He said, I'm in your hometown attending the Expo that happens annually. I'm definitely in my fourth quarter. Man, I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking. You mean you're in Louisville, Kentucky? I appreciate your support. Now, let me ask you something, Archille. So it wasn't Panama. Panama wasn't the reason you left. You actually liked it there.
Yeah, Panama was fine, but like the only complaint I have about Panama, like I say, is a little too American. But I wanted to slow travel the world. I've been in Panama for 4 years, man. I was ready to do something else, and then not even go to Colombia, whatever. The whole Latin American flavor. I was just wanting a whole different flavor, man. You know what I'm saying? And I had been in the Philippines in 1999. So I said, why not the Philippines, man? That's why I call you.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of shocked when I got that call. Because I was like, wow, I was just talking to her. She really must have been off the chain. Well, see, that's one thing that
you see, when
you
don't want the police to get involved in a foreign country, man. You don't want to start getting involved with the police. See, I already had an incident with her with the police when I was in okay, I'm going to tell you one story. The rotation, right? But progressively, she started getting more aggressive in the rotation, meaning that she starts saying stuff like, "Oh, you got a bitch over there. I'm coming over there now." I'm like, I said, well, fuck, you want to come over here? Come over here. And I let her in. I had my other rotation in there. Here she is.
Yeah.
She started wanting to attack the chick. I'm on the 25th floor, man. She started attacking the chick, took the chick bags and threw it out the window, man. Threw shit off the balcony. You know what I'm saying? Phone, bags, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Off the 25th floor, man.
Now,
I already had that in my mind. Now, everybody I talk to, go ahead.
You told me that I could ask you anything.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
And you must have had feelings for her then. Okay, because you said you sent her money to join you into the Philippines.
That's right.
What's that all about?
Well, that's what it's all about. This was either she gonna use that money and come and see me, or that's her gift to say goodbye forever. That was my thinking. You know what I'm saying? So apparently that's my gift to say to her goodbye forever. That's why I did that. So then
you had feelings for her.
If you leave a woman been good to you, you had some good years with her, whatever, I ain't gonna leave her in a hole, man. I'm gonna give her a bump, you know what I'm saying? So that's a bump, you know what I'm saying? And I move on forever.
You said how long was the flight?
Flight to the Philippines from Panama City, direct flight from Panama City, San Francisco, 7.5 hours. From San Francisco to Taipei, Taiwan, 13 hours. From Taipei, Taiwan to Manila, 2 hours. From Manila to Cebu, 1.5 hours, something like that.
Yeah. So they said the mistake you made was moving her in. Are you going to make that same mistake over here, or did you learn a lesson?
Well, the mistake I made going back, we're talking about the rotation. If you rotating women, you best keep them on rotation, G. And if you start getting to see what happens and you get in that rotation, and you start getting feelings for one of them, and it's good to you, and before you know it, she say, well, I know I'm supposed to leave tomorrow, but can I stay another day? Right? Now another day, and then so now it's her staying 2 days, she's staying 3 days. And then that 3 days, she graduates to a week. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But if you got them on rotation, man, you best to keep them on rotation, dog. And if you start getting feelings, for somebody. I don't know who calling me. That's her calling them.
Yeah. Y'all still communicating up. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a call in the middle of the night. You gonna tell me you on your way back to Panama?
No, I ain't.
She done gave you the Panama tune up.
Man, when you block these people, you really can't block people, man. You block people, whatever they call you from other kind of shit or whatever. If they got your shit, you don't get called, man. So, but my point is, if you got them on rotation, man, you best keep them on rotation. Then you start getting feelings for one of them, you best get you another one to rotate. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. If you're doing that, I mean, some people may not understand what I'm trying to explain. But if you have a rotation of chicks, man, keep your chick on the rotation, man.
Yeah, she done put the Panamanian tune up on you, dude. You get ready.
She was off, man. Look, man, Panama has Colombians, Venezuelans, Dominicans, and Panamanians, right? I'm telling you, out of all of them, man, she was the one for me, G. I went through hundreds of them. But it's like everything I put in front of her, man, she devoured and became a flower, man. She got polished up, man. She's a top notch. You see her now, man. She top notch, G. You know what I'm saying? It was more like conversations with her. If you go to the gym, I'll pay for it. She went to the gym, G. And she went hard to the gym. She graduated from her high school. I got her passport, got her driver's license. Took a drive and rent a car, and that's when I sent you them videos from Pepsi and all that. That was the first time driving, man. I had to driving when she was doing her driver's license. I had to driving in the rainstorm, man, to get experience. Yeah. Her driving was straight on the road to another city. You know what I'm saying? So everything, she just blew up, man. She blew up. Did
those other women know they were in the rotation?
Yes. Yeah.
How'd you meet them?
On Tinder. But
Tinder.
All the women, my entire life, me dating multiple women, the women always knew I date. If you're gonna date multiple women, you need to let them know, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to really tell them women, look, this is what I'm doing. So anytime I ever dated multiple women, they knew. So what happened was, I move her in her brain. Every time I was leaving, she telling me, I'm going fucking. You fucking. Every time I'm out of sight, I'm with another woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, whatever. A text, that's another woman. Anything, that's another woman. It's another woman. It's another woman. It's another woman. And I meet you, if I catch you with that woman, I'm gonna kill you and the woman. All of this crazy talk, man.
Wow. Man. Now, let me ask you then, for a woman to put up with that, were they poor? Were they ladies? Were they streetwalkers? What was going on?
Wait, now you see, a guy who rotating women, you meet certain type of women with certain mentality. Like the Venezuelan woman I was dating, she said, look, baby, when I'm with a man, I just sleep with that one man. So, you're going to be dating these women. You make sure you be careful. That's what the Venezuelan told me from day one. Now, the Venezuelan right now, at the Mexican border the most beautiful women in the world, to me, are Venezuelan. Now, she's an average looking woman, but her daughters are drop dead gorgeous, man. But she's at the Mexican border now. She texts me every day. She's at the Mexican border now. But you meet these women, man. These women have a certain mentality. It's not no devious thing, man. You know what I'm saying? All of the women, the other younger woman in her 20s knew I dated other women. And when I first started my rotation, I didn't care what the women did, man. When I seen them, I didn't ask no questions. So when I seen them, you know what I'm saying? they came and handled business, man. I didn't have no problem. But as time goes on through the years, and now you in 2.5, 3 years, now you know, because you financially supporting these women. Now you giving them a bump now. You know what I'm saying? With 4 women a month, average for me $1,800 to $2,000.
What,
so,
dollars?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Man, that's tricking on the highest level.
I tricked for I would say a year and a half. That's about average 1,800, 2,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got one, you know, special situations, you know, one in college, one, whatever the needs are. You know what I'm saying? You know, in Panama, prostitution is legal. There ain't no jobs in Panama. So when these men going to South America, this ain't tricking. When these men going to try South America, Central America, you meeting women with no jobs. These women are fucking to eat. You know what I'm saying? What jobs are in Colombia? What jobs are in Panama?
Yeah.
Oh,
hell, well, you're going to fit in. You're going to fit right in over here. But let me stop and say right now, I'm putting you in my Hall of Fame because, man, that would be a fortune. That would be a fortune over here. Don't do that over here, okay?
Oh, well, see, already, this is a whole, we could talk about what the difference I see in Latin America, and I only been here 2 weeks, what I see here in Philippines. This is a whole different other animal right here, G. This is totally different.
Now remember, that would be the equivalent of 100,000 pesos every month that you're tricking, man. That I don't know of anybody that you'd be at the top of the food chain doing that. But let me read this super chat. He said,
okay.
Thanks, Golden Gate, for the super chat. He says, Calvin, it seems the best thing to do is put these women in a boarding house, like one of the subs said before. Too much drama and letting them stay long term. Yeah, I agree, especially if you got a rotation. Let me ask you something, Archille. What was it about her that you moved her in instead of the rest of them you didn't move in?
Like I said, when I was in California, the only one that consistently texts me and whatever. Now, it's some ignorant shit we texting each other and arguing, but what I'm saying, we engage fully while I'm in California for at least a month, man. And that's what you're saying, the trick is, and that's the reason why I was saying why I made the decision to put her in, right? Because of that 1,800 to 2,000 a month. Now I got one main woman. And see, with me, I don't know if you ever watched this dude Vagabond Travel. This dude went to, Asia, met a chick on the runway, right? And traveled the world with it. So that's what I wanted to do. Find me one chick and just travel. That's why I sent her to 1,700 to come to the Philippines. And we travel Southeast Asia, go to, Indonesia, go to, Malaysia, Singapore, wherever, you know what I'm saying? So ultimately, that was my plan, man. I got one main one now. Now we can travel the world together. So that was
what were you, plan. How much were you giving her then? Besides the lifestyle, because you moved her into that 5-star lifestyle.
About 1,000.
1,000?
Mm-hmm.
There's no jobs over there.
I know.
And so you made her. So you basically made her upper middle class over there.
I made her top shelf, G. I made them all top. Each one. Okay, if you're rotating women, each woman got different needs or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, particularly whatever the woman needs, you supply with that or whatever. Y'all get an understanding and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So each woman is different. It ain't just you giving her money. Is what is it she doing? What is she involved in? So when you look at her budget, All of them had a budget, man. You know what I'm saying? What you need, what you doing, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It's about 1,000.
Yeah, so what's the cost of living over there then? Is it high?
Well, when you say cost of living, what you talking about? Rent, food? If you can go and eat, dog, you know, it's we talking about U.S. currency now. You can go eat lunch for $8. You go have an $8 lunch, but that's lentils, rice, and beef, lentil, rice, and chicken, a piece of fish and lentils and rice, and that fried banana type, and a salad or something, one of them drinks, one of them fountain drinks or something. You know what I'm saying? For $8. If you go and have you a real lunch, if you go and have a lunch as Americans understand lunch, well, then you're looking at $12 to $15 in Panama. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what you rotate the women. It depends on each woman's budget.
Yeah. Thanks, Drew, for the super chat. He said, Calvin, you should make a Trickin' Hall of Fame calendar. He could be Mr. December. Well,
God, why don't you make me Mr. Trick of the Year if you want to?
Wait, let me say this. At least I have to give you credit. You're honest, man, because a lot of guys, they come on here, they're lying. They're not paying the women anything. They're not tricking. They're not doing anything. And see, that's why I say you're going to fit in good over here, because we're all tricking over here. Okay? It doesn't matter what people tell you. I'm telling you the truth. Now, I ain't going to call it the truth. I'm going to just call it reality. Okay? Now, it's not going to be, well, I ain't going to lie. How much is $1,000 over there, though, to the typical Panamanian?
I would say that on average, even the Panamanian professional max probably per month is making $800. I mean, a person with a degree, right? A person with a degree in Panama probably max making $800 a month. Max.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
at least
no wonder why she's mad at you. You took all that money and ran. Hell, I'd be mad too.
No, dog, it's more of getting back to that rotation. And once again, making this point. If you're going to rotate chicks, man, keep them on rotation. I think if I got to make any point to somebody, that's the point. If you're going to rotate the chicks, keep her, like however you got her 2 weeks, keep her at 2 weeks, man. Now, if you want to every blue moon, take her somewhere, do something. But if you're gonna do your rotation, keep them in a rotation, man. You could tweak it a little bit, but don't mess with it. Don't make one of them and live with them or whatever. Because once you move that foreign woman in, you're not gonna get her out.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a change. It's gonna be a change with you. You need to get on.
I just did look. I just did a video on that. When you move them in, it's hard to get them out. And that's everywhere, but certainly in countries like Panama and the Philippines. But let me ask you this: what were you getting for your $1,000 a month? Was she cooking and cleaning and all of that?
Well, I'm from Louisiana. I'm a very good cook, man. You know what I'm saying? So now whatever dude get her next, they getting a complete package, a total package, man. You getting a fine top shelf chick. You getting a chick, she can cook, she can clean, everything, man. Everything complete. Wife material, straight. You know what I'm saying?
But see,
you're
bearing witness.
I don't polish you up from them dudes going to Panama right now. I'll polish one up for you, G. You're welcome.
Yeah, see, it's funny when men are honest. They co-sign a lot of the stuff that's said on my channel. Okay, I had a young lady on here for the True Girls. Okay, she said that it costs. Okay, you got to have $2,000 a month, $1,000 for you and $1,000 for me. And when she said that, people thought she was crazy. But here you are coming on here 2 years later and bearing witness to that and saying, yeah, I was giving my woman $1,000 a month like it was nothing. I know the girl's telling the truth, but guys are lying, man. You know, if you come over here and you date one of these young, attractive women, you're going to spend that at least. She's going to be your greatest expense.
If you going, you going on out of country, you found your woman, what you ain't gonna, how you gonna treat her? What you gonna go out and eat with her, right? And it's not like whatever. It's all about you. What you like. It's not what she like. It's your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the type of dude. If I'm eating steak, you gonna eat steak, G. I mean, that's how.
Absolutely.
You know, so they all eating steak, G. I mean, they living good. They going. If I feel like going to the high-end buffet spot, whoever in the rotation, she going. She going that particular day. It's not about the particular chick. It's about in the rotation what I'm feeling. If I want ice cream, whoever I'm with going to get ice cream.
But see, that's what I talk about. I say bring them along with you, okay? But, you know, you got that kind of money. But anyway, he says, the polymath, he says, I would never do that. I might as well flush $1,000 a month right down the drain. Yeah, but see, people always talking about what they won't do. It's easy to say what you won't do 8,000 miles from here, man. I'm telling you that so many guys say that. Then they come over here and they disappear because they're doing that and more. Okay, something happens when you come to a place like the Philippines and the young lady's waiting for you at the airport. All that tough guy stuff goes out the window. You can't get something for nothing over here, man. So, you know, y'all can talk that I would never do this stuff. You won't.
We're talking about a process of 3 years in, G. We're not just talking the overnight thing. We're not talking the overnight process. We're not talking you done flew here and that's what you're doing. This is a process. I have relationships with all 4 of these women. You know what I'm saying? These are like real girlfriends, man. You know what I'm saying? For 3 years, man.
Rotation. But we're just saying that's a lot of money. And I guess because I've been out of the matrix for so long, and my mindset is the peso economy. It's really blowing me away. I'm like, wow, 100,000 a month is what that would be over here. I'm not shaming you. I'm saying thank you for coming on here and being honest and telling the truth, man. You said it. You said if guys are coming over here to South America, Central America, they tricking. I say the same thing. Guys coming to the Philippines, you tricking. So you can deny it all you want. These women don't want you for your good looks and intelligence. That's a fact.
These women have to eat. How they gonna eat?
That's right.
How they gonna eat?
Thank you, lad. She said, reminder, has everyone clicked the like button? I know y'all listening, so click. Hey, thank you, Elad. Sometimes I forget. Yeah, they're getting a good interview with a man that's coming out here. He's being honest. He escaped from that damn piece in Panama. So your standards are pretty high then. You're going to need a damn piece over here.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. See, so now getting into being in the Philippines, right? Well, first of all, you didn't tell me about the enormous. It's like they printing them in the factory, the lady boys, man. You didn't tell me about a whole bunch of lady boys over here, man. It's like it's so many lady boys out here. It's like they printing them in a factory. They must be making them in a factory somewhere, man. Must be.
Well, that's because the Philippines is ahead of us, the West, as far as acceptance. And you're right. Everybody says that. Everybody who comes to the Philippines, for some reason, they say that. But after a while, it'll work itself out. You won't notice it as much.
I'm saying I noticed some in Panama, but I'm saying the number is unusually high, man.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Elette says, Cal, I don't know if I want to stay for this, but you're the exact person that needs to stay here, Elette, because how much does your man, I know you don't ask them, but how much, because we're getting a bargain if we're only spending $1,000 a month on our woman. Hell, your car note is probably $1,000, right, Elette, or close to it?
You got a woman,
600 or 700 in America, so you're the exact person we need on here so we can weigh it up and be like, okay, here's what you're going to get with an American woman.
Let's look. Okay, this is how I go. Okay, you go to South America, you're going to take a woman, not for the night. Not for the night. You're going to get 2 hours with a dime piece in Panama. 250 for 2 hours.
Wow.
I would say. The top shelf in Panama, 250. So that's for 2 hours, G. Okay. So when you say I spend $1,000 for a month, okay. For 2 hours, to be with her, you're gonna cost you $250 for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he says high value men don't center their life around women, in my opinion. Yeah, but here's the thing though. I don't care if you're a high value man or not, there are going to be women around you. And it's going to cost. And then what you do for a woman in America in the West is going to be something different than what women expect for you to do over here. Man, women over here are literally starving, guys. I don't understand why you're talking about what you're not going to do. Those women aren't worried about. Every man over here is considered a high value man. Let me just be honest. If you got money to feed me and put rice on the table, and take me out of the province or the squatters area, you're a high value man. That's all subjective, guys. But you're bringing the matrix over here with you, man. You're gonna mess up your experience over here. They don't care nothing about that high value stuff over here, man. Can you help me? Can you give me an upgrade?
When you talking about centering your life around, dude, I'm not centering my life around women. I'm telling you, I got a rotation, and what the logistics of how I did my rotation. How would you do your rotation, G? Let them tell me, how would you do your rotation? I'm talking rotation. Any of you niggas doing rotations? Talk to me. Who's doing the rotation?
I'm so glad you came on here because you're bearing witness, man, to everything I say. These guys, man, I don't know.
These niggas talking all this.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been having women my entire life. I'm from Louisiana, okay? So I've been having women my entire life. Okay, you doing a rotation. Tell me about your rotation. I'm listening. But when you
overseas, you're in a whole different culture. You're in a whole different culture, and things don't work the same as they do in America. You gotta adjust, man. You gotta get rid of a lot of that old crazy thinking that got you in the jackpot situation where you are now. Okay, there's a reason why the population of older, lonely men is growing. Because we got these old messed up expectations and we bring them with us as we travel the world, man. It don't work. Man, they're not studying no high value man over here if you're a foreigner, man. What y'all thinking, guys? Come on with that. We've had this discussion before.
These men who are dating women, what is your approach to dating women? You got multiple women. What's your approach? Nobody not saying nothing?
Yeah, he said, yeah, they got to eat, man, He said, ain't we have a dude who is an A-tier ladyboy enjoy? Yeah, that's the poor man's passport, guide, but, to each his own. I mean, he's, like I said, I haven't had him on here yet, but he puts his story out there on his videos. He's not ashamed of it. I can respect people like that. I can respect people who are real. I don't like phony people, you're going to say one thing on the camera, then you doing something else behind the scenes. I can't respect that. I've been living over here. I know what's going on.
Now, when I say I see an unusual number of lady boys, I mean, all of them be hitting on me all day. And I said, come here. I said, and I shake their hand. I said, but I like girls, G. I tell them, I like girls, man. But it's nice meeting you. You know what I'm saying?
But see, you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
When I first came over here, it was apparent to me. I was like, wow, why is there so many, lady boys and gay men over here? But the longer I've been coming around, it's like I really don't see them anymore. They're probably still there. They just don't stick out the way that they did. But it's true, but they've been ahead of us, man, as far as, they tolerate gay people. They don't really accept it, because if they accepted it, there would be laws over here. There's no same-sex marriage and all that over here. There's no laws protecting gay people, but they do tolerate them. It's no big deal. But for us, it is. And when you come over here, you're going to notice it.
But I'm not here being in Philippines. I'm not looking for a rotation again, GC. Kind of like, I would say for me in my journey, leaving USA, going to Panama, went through a whole bunch of females, right? More with the prostitutes, graduated to Tinder, graduated to more serious relationships with the women. But now I done graduated to, I don't want a rotation, G. I wanted someone now that I can go to Indonesia with. I want someone I could go to Malaysia with. I want someone that can, at that level that we can step off into different countries now. Now I'm not at the point of I want a rotation. I do not want a rotation. Having a rotation takes a lot of energy, man. You're dealing with a whole bunch of different personalities, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for a rotation anymore. I had one. I had a few. Yeah. I'm not looking for a rotation anymore, G.
Well, see, you come to a good place because, Filipinos, they like to travel. They haven't really traveled a whole lot. And if you're going to, have
aircon here.
It's already on. Get out of there. Yeah, cut it on. Cut the aircon on. And then if you're going to travel Southeast Asia, see, it's going to be fairly easy for them. As long as you're with them, you can take them to Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, and all those places. Now, Japan is a different story. South Korea, you go through a whole lot. You got to jump through a lot more hoops. But yeah, you can travel Southeast Asia with a Filipino. It's not going to be a problem.
Your question, why she was the one. Okay, so now you got your, see, nobody ain't talking about rotation. Okay, so now you got your rotation. Well, you like each one for different reasons. One is more the mother type. The other one is just good to look at. God damn, right? The other one is cool to kick it with. You know what I'm saying? The other one is cool. She's cool to go walk and go to the coffee shop with. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing, right? So this one here, man, this was the one that had the ability to go with me wherever I go and flow. And it's kind of like nice chemistry and flow. That's why, G. So now here you're telling me, well, you could get one here. Well, it's the one, can she flow with me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could get anyone to go travel with you, but is it going to be cool, smooth, and groovy? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You spend time with a woman, you spend time with various different type women, and each one give you a different type of feeling. You see what I'm saying?
Well, absolutely. I'm saying all things being equal, when you find that one, okay, because you're speaking my language, man. I tell guys all the time to slow down. Slow down, man. That's the problem. They speed us up, and we end up choosing the wrong woman, man. That's why the first one never works out. You have to go through 2 or 3 women, man. You're on the other side of the planet. They don't think the same way we think. They don't do the same things that we do and all of that. But let me read this. Eric Powell, thanks for that super chat. He said, get you a 23-year-old province girl that's a solid 8. Well, when you start talking like that, that's all subjective. Yeah, I mean, if you're, how old are you? How old are you, Archille?
57.
Okay. So, hell, a typical 23-year-old would be a 8 to a 57-year-old, certainly a 60-year-old, but guys, be careful what you wish for with these province girls, man. Okay?
Yeah, like right
they're
now.
They're a handful, guys, okay? They are. Those are the ones that'll cut your dick off.
Tell me what I'm saying to you is accurate. I would say right now, me being in the Philippines right now, I gotta go through probably about 50 women to find that one. Is that number higher to you or not?
What's that? Say it again.
In order for me to find that one to travel with, and theoretically, I'm saying I may have to meet about 50 women to do that.
No, not that many. Not that many. That's too high. I'm gonna say 4 or 5.
Oh, really?
Okay, because some of them may not be able to travel, but she's out there. Trust me, it's not gonna take that many.
Okay.
See,
well,
we don't give them enough credit.
Latin America, that's a different animal. Latin America. Now I'm told here, Philippine women are loyal. If you get with the Latin American woman, dude, you talking about she might be getting with 3 or 4 more dudes, man. And I'm being conservative on that number.
What you say?
In Latin America, the average woman might be with 3 or 4 men. And I'm being conservative.
Yeah.
I'm being conservative on that number, but I think she might be with about 3 or 4 men, man. You know what I'm saying? Now here, Philippines is different.
Yeah, it's different because they're more conservative over here. I mean, the Filipinos are conservative. That's why when they go to America, they vote conservative. But they're very conservative. You got to realize this is one of the most religious countries in the world, and they're basically traditional women. They only want the good thing about women here is when you meet them, they're not going to have a lot of bodies, man. If you got a woman over here that has a lot of bodies, that's a red flag, man. I don't care what she looks like. You got to throw her back, man, because that's not typical. 1 or 2, because that's just how their culture is. They want to get, remember, divorce is illegal over here. It's not legal. So most of the time when they get married and you see them over here, they're with their husband or wife. That's it. And then, when they do get separated, they stay separated for a long time. But there's always the exception. But let me read this. He said, Angelo, I hear it's hard for Philippine citizens to get permission to leave. They think they won't come back. Well, with certain countries, yeah. But in Asia and Southeast Asia, certainly it's not the case. You can take a woman to Thailand. You can take a woman to Vietnam. You take her to Cambodia, Laos, Indonesia. It's not going to be a problem. Malaysia. But you got to be with her, and they're going to ask you the question.
Panama is, once they get their passport, it's like a 6-month waiting period or something, and then they can go.
Yeah, he said Filipinos are usually loyal to their spouses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you get a woman over here that's had 3 or 4 bodies, man, come on. That's very rare. I mean, it just is, man. I've never, and I'm telling you, man, I've been coming here on and off, man, for 15 years. I've had relationships over here. Unless they're lying, which I don't think they are. 1 was the max. They had 1 boyfriend and that's it. I mean, really, man, my son's mother won, my wife won, Maryland. It's always been that way. They just don't do that, man. If they don't have somebody, they just not going to screw you just to screw you. Now, things will change once they start dealing with foreigners. And then the foreigner, the relationship with him don't work, and maybe they'll go to another foreigner or something like that. But the typical woman you meet over here, she does not have a high body count. And that's what I like about them. But there's always the exception. But I'm glad to have somebody on here that's talking reality, man, not that bullshit, not that old, I can see this man is not a simp. He's intelligent. He retired from the military and the whole 9 yards, He's been an expat in Panama and, he's traveled around. So everybody that spends money on a woman is not a simp, guys. I'm sorry, they're not. that's just reality when you leave the matrix. That's all. You know, you come to a place like the Philippines where nobody's working.
You're familiar with the term carpetbagger, right? You some kind of international carpetbagger. Aren't they? You going over in these other countries and enjoying the fruits of the labor, and you're not really giving anything back. You're not planting any positive seed. You're not going to do anything. You're going to just go bust your nut and get on out of there. Fuck you, bitch. I mean, really? You know what I'm saying? So me, bro, I'm more the type, man, I'm trying to be more positive approach. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I say I sent that money to her, either that's going to be her bump up, either she's going to get on the plane, or she can take that $1,700 I sent her, $1,700, and enjoy her life for the rest of her life. So apparently that's what she going to do, G. And I have no regrets, whatever. And then I feel good the way I did it. I feel as though I did it like a G, man, personally.
Yeah, see, you said something about this carpetbagger, that sort of attitude. You got a lot of men who come on these live streams in the comments. That's the attitude they have. Like they're just gonna come over here and run rough. Yeah, they're gonna run roughshod over these women and not try to help them or make their lives better. And I'm like, dude, how you gonna come over here in the country where, you know, women are literally starving, the women we deal with, you know, times are hard. Nobody's got money, and you're going to make it worse. I'm like, dude, you might as well stay at home. You asking for trouble, you coming over here with that type of attitude. But a lot of guys do that, you know, and that's why I was saying the other day, somebody needs to tell that side of the story, these Filipino vloggers. Hey, what these carpetbaggers are doing to us over here, I'm not going to do it. It's not my responsibility.
Now, someone mentioned something about property. Now, if you go and buy, like, you know, eventually, I'm going to probably go to Colombia January, February, maybe. You know, I got a little connect out there. But if you're going to go buy, this might work. If you go buy a 4-plex or 6-plex, I think now you can house. Somebody was talking about housing. That work. That concept might work. That concept could work. You go buy a 4-plex and you put somebody in one here, you put somebody in here. That might work. That could work.
Yeah, Golden Gate, thanks for that super chat. He said this brother's keeping it real. He likes having a harem of women. If that's how he wants to roll, then that's how he should roll. Just be careful. Well, he said that he doesn't want that now. He doesn't want a rotation. He wants to be a one-woman man, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's going to be hard to do that over here anyway. The Philippines is just too small, really. With the internet and all of that, man, you know, you're trying to have a harem over here. And then you're living in a condominium. The guards are going to give you up. Remember you said how the girl was talking to the police and everything in her language? Well, they're going to do the same thing over here. You bring another woman in there, they're going to tell the woman.
They're going to tell the woman, not only that, they're going to show the women on the camera. What the women look like.
Yeah, they're going to dry snitch you. They dry snitch over here. And I tell you that from experience, you know. Because when I first started coming over here, I went to Tamboli Beach Resort. That was my very first time in the Philippines. I stayed there for like 10 days. Well, about 2 months later, I come back, but I'm not with the same woman. Now, this is really the only place I know to go in the Philippines. So I take her, and I'll be damned if everybody there don't tell the woman I was there 2 months ago. She's crying and everything. I'm like, look, it's had nothing to do with you before I met you. But you know, I learned my lesson there. They're going to tell on you here, man. It's going to be hard. Unless you're going to spend extra money and get a hotel, you're double, you know,
that's why I say it's best if you're dating multiple women, just tell the women.
That's right. He said Filipinos need the power of Jesus to get out of this country. Yeah, in certain areas, yeah, but not not in Southeast Asia. They don't. The Asian nations, it's not hard. Well, I don't know about that. I'm not going to read that. He said, TJ, did you have any problem traveling with your girlfriend when leaving the Philippines? No. I'm telling you guys, man, that a lot of people who come to see me, they end up taking their girlfriend to Thailand, Vietnam, what's the other one? Malaysia. Those are the three main ones they go to. But even Indonesia, the thing is, you have to be with her, though. Because I had a friend over here. He was in Hua Hin, Thailand. He tried to buy, he sent the girl the ticket and everything. They wouldn't let her out of the airport. She couldn't answer all the questions right. But if he was with her, she wouldn't have had any problems. You know, it's not going to be, but this is one of them things we have to just keep being reassured over and over and over. Angelo, you're not going to have a problem. As long as she knows you, because that's who they're going to ask. Do you know this man? Y'all act like that human trafficking over here is not at a high alarm. It's a 5-alarm fire over here, man. Okay, that's the reason they do it for real. The human trafficking is really, really bad over here, man. And sex trafficking. He said on a lot of them single mothers. Man, come on, guys. Y'all got to grow up, man. That's everywhere.
Now, the one I had, she wasn't, she that was another answer to the question why she didn't have no kids, G. This one didn't have kids. All the rest had kids.
Yeah. A lot of women are single mothers, but there's women over here who don't have children. When I met my wife, she didn't have any children. But I mean, even if they do, I mean, where are you going to go where there's not going to be single mothers? Because remember, we make single mothers. That's who makes them. Men, they don't get pregnant by themselves. And my whole argument about single mothers is you got 3 or 4 kids, but you want to come over here and get with a woman who don't have any kids, man. Come on, guys. That's being hypocritical, first of all. And your preferences are your preferences. Okay? But this single mother stuff, man, it's just, I don't know. Angelo's girlfriend doesn't have children, I don't think. Angelo, you keep asking the same question over and over. They're not going to give you a problem taking your girlfriend to Thailand or wherever you're going to take her. He said, my woman had only one man, her kid's father in her 42 years. And that's what you're going to run into over here because of the culture, because of the society. They're very conservative here, man. You know, but let me tell you that when women become liberated, when they start dealing with us foreign men, it changes. Because I've seen women over here, man, they go from one foreigner to the next. You know, because they get used to living that lifestyle. And you know, if it doesn't work out, they don't want to go back to the province or to the squatters area. So they deal with the foreign man. That's why I tell you, if you got a problem with that, don't deal with a woman that's been with a foreigner. And she'll tell you if she has or not. That's the type of stuff you ask her when you first meet her. You know, when you're first chatting. But we won't ask the tough question. We just ask simple, oh, you got any children? You been married before? You don't ask her, you know, lady, have you been abused before? I said, did your boyfriend beat you or anything like that? I need to know that. I need to know who I'm really dealing with now. I'm coming 8,000 miles. I'm going to ask the tough question, you know, but y'all won't do it. Where is it? Where is the father of your children? Where is he? And all that stuff. But let me get this from W Secrets of Success. Thanks for that super chat, W Secrets of Success vlog. He said, my 2 cents. He's most definitely not a simp. And that's facts. Like some of the past guests claiming they were scammed, just living his best life. Damn it, much respect. That's what I'm saying. See, I met him. You know, I met him, but what, how many times? 3 now? On 3 separate occasions. I know he's not a simp. You know, everybody can't be a simp, guys. You know, just because you want to, you know, if you listen to the high value, all high value men, you know, this Andrew Tate, he'll tell you, man, that taking care of a woman doesn't make you a simp. That's what a man's supposed to do. Okay, now, tripping all over yourself and acting a damn fool, that's a different story. That's all I'm saying. Do you have any regrets leaving Panama?
Well, I would prefer to have left, like I say, with the woman, and she in the next room, G, and we go and travel Southeast Asia. My preference would have been to have the woman with me to travel Southeast Asia.
But what did she do, man? What did she tell us? What she did other than all she talking crazy? She must have really done something to make you pack them clothes and get out of there like you did.
So y'all want to know details, huh? That's what you're saying?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm saying not really, but I'm saying, you know, was it that bad that you had to?
Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, so what did she do? Well, so first of all, what irritated me, you've been in my rotation for 3 years. So to me, in my brain, you should be highly appreciative that I done dropped 3 for you and to move you into the 5-star, right? And in the apartment and everything, you should be highly appreciative. But now she done doubled down on, now she done got more controlling. Like I say, each time I leave, she accusing me of fucking. And I'm looking at it, you know, and I may say, look, why would I do that if I moved you in? I didn't have to move you in. I could have kept my rotation and got rid of you. I didn't have to move you in. I could have kept the rotation and got rid of you. I kept you. I don't have the rotation. I don't have a problem with it. But it's like, I don't know what it is. Like sometimes you get in a relationship with a female and man, she gets something in her motherfucking brain and that's it, G. Ain't no talking to him. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know what about a female. Once she gets something in her brain, that's what it is. So each time I left, I'm fucking. Each time this cell phone goes off, I'm fucking. Now I'm saying, well, you know, because I block all the women. I didn't need, you know what I'm saying? I block all the women. But she telling me I didn't even know it existed. Some chat recovery. I'm secretly talking to the women. I'm just every day, man. Every day. This motherfucker go off is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I was to the point, here, bitch, the code. You answer the motherfucking phone, bitch. When the motherfucker, tell me who the fuck it is. It got to that point, G. I got tired of that shit. I got tired of running the mouth. I got tired of running. Yeah. She looked at me telling me I could leave anytime I want to. I can leave anytime I want to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's just my apartment. I'm paying you. You know what I'm saying? That shit. You know, I'm 57. I just went through a divorce, G. Of 20 years. Yeah. You know, I went through a divorce after 20 years. It took me 4 years to do that divorce. So I damn sure don't want to go do that shit again. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all that her running them out every day. Every day, man. Did you let me read this first. I want to ask you about some red flags. But thanks, Angelo Habib, for the super chat. He said, good luck becoming a one-woman man after rotating women so much. That's my goal. That's my objective, brother. I'm hoping. Bro. That's the goal. Yeah. Now, let me ask you, be honest. Yes, did she show you red flags, man, before? Because I think that's what I told you. I said, no. hello, I told you threw that shit out the 25th floor. Wasn't that a red flag?
You damn right.
Yes, she's doing yes. But once again, in my brain, I'm saying, you know, in my brain, right there. Now, somebody told me I'm the kind of person that I project. So now I'm projecting that she in her brain gonna see that she's the only one now, right? She in her brain gonna see she's the only one, and she's gonna really respect that shit. Nah, it's like that shit never happened. That shit never happened, G. You know,
Let me ask you.
Shit.
When she found out you was gone, what was her reaction?
Oh man, she lost it. Well, now let me give y'all more details since y'all want more details. This is my third time. You know they say third time is the charm. It's my third time leaving. First time she running her mouth. I made a mistake of packing my shit in front of her and leaving. That's what I realized. All right, so fuck it. She was in the bathroom. Boom, I'm down. I'm on the 30th floor in this apartment. Man, I went down the elevator. Boom. Got to the. I called the Uber strategically. Call that Uber. Boom. But so time I get down that 30th floor, you know what I'm saying? The Uber right there. Boom. Jump in the Uber. But okay, you know, just to get in the Uber, close the door. Next thing I know, she's running behind the motherfucking car. And I'm telling the Uber, nigga, go, nigga, go. And she grabbed the car, grabbed the motherfucking handle. This nigga stopped the motherfucking car. She's screaming and shit. No, right? So, you know, soft-hearted like I am, I go back. Within 2 hours, she said, motherfucker, why didn't you leave? Why you leave, motherfucker? I'm like, really?
Is that how she was talking? Did she talk English real good?
Wait a minute now. You remember? So you know how motherfuckers start learning languages and shit, and they start putting them curse words with it. So this shit is kind of tricky and funny, but fucked up in the same way. Cause she's learning English, but she putting curse words with it. So this shit is like comedy because some shit she's saying, but then it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But so that's the first time I tried to leave. Second time I tried to leave. I got to the airport, G. But turns out she know motherfuckers who work at the airport. So now I'm at the airport with my bags, and now I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get to, because I'm still coming to the Philippines. How the fuck I'm gonna get to the Philippines? I'm looking this motherfucker up. You know, I'm looking for the flights. I don't know. There's no direct flights out of out of Panama, trying to get motherfucking to Asia. So I'm trying to figure out what airline, and did I get dropped off at the right motherfucking terminal? So I'm going to all do this in my mind and shit. Who walked up to me? Her. She called me at the airport the second time. Right? I'm like, oh. And I'm never going to, I'm like, you know, now I go back again. Within 2-3 hours. Motherfucker, why didn't you leave? Now she asking me every other day, why the fuck didn't I leave? Every other day. She asked, why the fuck you didn't leave? Right? So the third time, packed my shit, went to my boy's spot, let him buy me a plane ticket. Went to my boy's spot, let him buy me a plane ticket. Then I got on the plane.
Yeah, now for anybody just joining us, Archille was a previous guest. When I interviewed him, he was living in Panama, living his best life in a 5-star resort, had a nice woman. And then I get a call, and basically in the middle of the night for me, he said he's on his way to the Philippines. He's leaving. He left the apartment, you left everything in it, including the woman, and you got the hell out of there. And he's just giving us his story of why, you know. So yeah, the guy who asked, so he left his own apartment, left her in it, yeah, with all the furniture and everything, right? This isn't the first time, but this isn't the first time you did that.
No, I've been doing this about the 4th time I did that in my life. Because I realized,
you left everything.
You can't take all that shit, man. You can't. I remember when I used to leave my wife or whatever, I packed my whole car and then I'm at the motel. I'm driving to Louisiana. I'm in the motel. Now I'm looking, I won't park the car by a motherfucking motel and maybe I could look out the window, make sure nobody else see my shit in the car and all that. That's why I got to be that way. I say, fuck all that shit. I'm just taking a bag when I leave. You know what I'm saying?
So you're in Cebu right now.
Yeah.
How you like Cebu?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I love Cebu. It's cool, man.
Does it have any resemblance to Panama City, where you were coming from?
The weather?
The weather?
That's about it.
Yeah.
Just the weather. Everything else.
Oh, thank you, baby. You know, messed up all the paper and then you're going to give it back. She says, Daddy, here's your notebook. Crazy. So you're getting settled in now. It's obvious that you're still contacting her. What are you really gonna? Is it done? Are you done?
I blocked her, but she contacted me through other means or other numbers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What you mean I'm done? I'm not going back to Panama. Now you asked me, say, man, you sent that woman that $1,700. That woman call you tomorrow and say, I thought she was gonna ask me that question. That woman call you tomorrow and say, hey, I'm getting on the plane. I'm coming to the airport. I said, bring your ass. Come on.
Even with all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, you talk, okay, well, let me give you some more information now, see, because I'm kind of, I remember watching the pimp, what's his name? The one from San Francisco, Fillmore Slim. And he talk about some kind of poison he got when he was young. See, I got some motherfucking poison when I was young too. See, I come from the rural Louisiana, so my dad owned a juke joint bar and shit. Right? See, all the men I knew had a wife. I really grew up thinking that you can have a bitch and a wife. You have bitches and wife. My uncle in New Orleans, when I used to go visit him, his wife and his bitch at the house. One thing I was confused about, all of my cousins, I knew my cousins. I just didn't know who their mamas were. You know what I'm saying? Every man I knew had a wife and bitches and outside children. I grew up in that environment, G. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I grew up like that. I grew up with men having multiple women. So like all of these men who are talking, some of us are naturally can adapt to talking to multiple women. Some dudes ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? So they will never understand the concept of dating multiple women. And not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But I'm saying how I grew up, I was poisoned from the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? Multiple bitches, you know.
Yeah,
I wasn't raised to do it, but I'm saying I grew up in that type of environment.
To put up with that, though, honestly, was the sex that good?
It wasn't about sex. It was about, like right now, what I gotta go
I know,
right
no, but wait, no, answer me though. But was it that good that you would put up with that?
Oh yeah, the sex is good, G. I mean, you know, dog. You go to Latin America, you're gonna have great motherfucking sex. Now the sex you're gonna have, you need to fuck these bitches like you trying to put them in the trauma center, because these bitches are fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard fucking, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna have great sex in Latin America, period.
Yeah. But like I said, man, we appreciate you coming on today, man, and telling your story and being as real about it as any guest I've ever had, because most of the guys who come on here, they're tough guys. They just come over here. They don't give the woman any money. They don't treat her good. They don't take her anywhere. And men like us, who bring the women along with us, we show them a good time. We improve their lives. We're simps for some reason. So I got to tip my hat to you, man, you know, because like I said, I met you and I know you're not on here bullshitting. You're the real deal. But if she shows you who she is, I wouldn't bring her all the way over here, man. She'll probably do something on purpose just to get you kicked out of the Philippines.
I don't think, dog. Well, okay, let me ask you a question then. Okay, so this is a woman who never flew on a plane before. If a woman get on a plane and fly halfway around the country to come see you, that don't mean anything? Just a question. I wonder what the guys say. That don't mean nothing. That's something to you.
Not if you done already show me who you are. She might be coming over here to cut your damn throat. She's angry with you.
See, I grew up with, my mama shot my daddy, and my grandmother almost cut my grandma with a razor, and the fucker always bled to death. So I come from that old ignorant shit, man. I told you I'm pausing and fucked up. I told you that. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana women will kill your ass.
Yeah, so you said your mother shot your father.
In my life with my grandmothers, man. One slept with a pistol under her pillow, and the other one always had razors, man. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up with bitches would kill you. That was natural to me.
He said, W Secrets to Success blog, thanks for the super chat. He said, what did she do? He said he shared several examples, but the big no-no, uncontrollable temper and violence. It's a showstopper for me and most worldly men.
Absolutely.
But to him, but to you, it's a way of life because you grew up with it, so I guess it's okay.
But I know it's not okay, but I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I know it's messed up.
So if a woman don't have all that drama, then she probably not a real woman to you, right? You expect that kind of stuff.
No, I had a rotation. The other ones wouldn't like that. And she got like that once she moved in. She wouldn't like that when she was in the rotation. And that's my point about the rotation. She wouldn't like that with the rotation. I didn't see that. I didn't see nothing like that until she moved in.
Did you get rid of all the rotation when you moved her in?
Yes. And now, right now, like I tell you, one of them at the Mexican border with her daughters, and the rest of them, you know, they were doing what they do, man. But, I occasionally hear from them.
Yeah. But what'd you say your grandmother did to your grandfather?
Cut him with a razor and he almost bled to death. My mama shot my daddy.
What did she cut him for?
He was a homemonger. What you mean? What you mean? You know what I'm saying? My grandpa. You know why she cut him? You don't need to ask me that.
But has a woman ever cut you or shot you or anything?
No. No.
Because you were now. I don't want to get too personal, but you met your wife in church.
I met my wife at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk.
Yeah, but I mean, but it blossomed in church.
It blossomed. Well, no. What happened? Okay, now she was part of rotation. I was in the military. I had two from San Jose and one. What was the other one? Two was from San Jose. One was from Santa Cruz. Okay, I met my wife Santa Cruz Beach. She was part of the rotation, but doing I was a .commer. So in 2001, 9/11, we lost all them technology jobs went away. So I had a decision to make. Do I stay in the United States or do I go to the Philippines? See, I was thinking about the Philippines then. In 2011, after 9/11, I was thinking about coming to the Philippines, but I had a young son. He was 2 years old. And it used to break my heart. I used to go visit my son, and she had the metal screen doors, right? And he used to always bang on the metal screen doors when I left, man. That used to break my heart because I grew up with a daddy. So I got married, man, instead of getting on that plane going to the Philippines. So, it blossomed into me becoming a Christian. I did prison ministry 7 years.
What'd you say?
I did prison ministry for 7 years.
Oh, prison ministry, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I have to commend you for that. So you were going in and out of prisons preaching the gospel.
Jamestown Correctional Prison, Calaveras County. 7 years, G.
So you were going there, would you have a big audience or what?
Yeah, about 20 prisoners, 20, at least 20. Only thing they give you, you go in a room, man, by yourself with them prisoners, they give you a whistle.
Yeah, now, did you convert anybody?
Oh yeah, a few dudes got baptized. Tell you, but now, I tell you what, the worst people I seen in the prison system was the guards. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you really religious dude go into prison, they don't even check his bag. Sometimes I done went into prison with my cell phone, all kind of shit in my bag. I done forgot all kind of shit in my bag. But
yeah,
how the prisoners were, how they'll do me. They said, "What's going on, preacher man? What's going on, preacher man?" I said, "Oh man, I'm good, man. We got a baptism, man. And y'all welcome to come and see the baptism." He said, "Well, man, we're not gonna make you a baptism, but I tell you what, if you want to hold them motherfuckers down for a few more minutes, we don't mind." I'm like,
okay, if he did what in the military, Elad, had a rotation, or did you wasn't a preacher in the military, was you?
no, I was stationed at Fort Ord. I was in the Air Force. I was stationed in Fort Ord.
So you had a rotation in the military?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Once again, the point of once you have a rotation, keep them as a rotation. Don't make them a main one. I made my wife a main one. It went south.
Yeah. But y'all did have 20 years. Of those 20 years, how many of them were happy?
2, maybe 2.
Out of 20?
Mm-hmm.
So why'd you stay?
I remember what you supposed to do as a Christian man? Ain't you supposed to suffer? Ain't your spiritual example as a Christian man supposed to win her over and shit?
Is that what they told you?
That's the example of a spiritual man. Suffering, you follow Christ, you're a slave of Christ. Christ suffered, you suffer, sir. If you're gonna be a spiritual man, you volunteering to suffer.
Did Christ have a rotation? Did Jesus have a rotation? Because there's a lot of stuff we don't know about Jesus.
Talk to Billy Carson about that shit. Ask Billy Carson. Ask Billy Carson about that shit. About Jesus. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that way.
But no, I hear you, man. So you were trying to make it work, but she wasn't reciprocating. Is that what you're saying?
Who, the wife? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said 2 out of the 20 years.
That's a whole different other animal. See, now you're talking about a guy who hadn't met his in-law. I dated my wife for about 13 years, never met her family. And when I met her family, had I met her family before I married her, I would have never married her.
Yeah. So that thing about in-laws is true then, right? You don't get along with your in-laws.
Man, when you marry the family, man. Them cousins, them ignorant ass cousins, them aunties, them uncles, the mama, the daddy. You married a family, man. And they got some ignorant ass niggas in them families.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. So why do we have a problem when we come over here and they say, "Oh, you got to marry the whole family in the Philippines"? Don't we marry the whole family in America?
Yeah, you marry the whole, yeah. You do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. You know, you do. Yeah. You do. You marry the whole family.
Yeah. Absolutely. But thank you, brother. I'm going to get off of here, man. I appreciate your time. If anybody got any questions for him while he's here, we'll take some questions over the next 10 minutes or so. Are you willing to answer some questions? for the next 10 minutes?
Shoot away, man.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. And if you got any questions for Archille about Panama, about his life in Panama, about how he likes the Philippines or whatever, about his rotation, he said you need a channel. He said, are you thinking about starting a YouTube channel?
What I'm thinking about starting right now is a chess club. I'm about to start a chess club.
Yeah, he's a good guy. It's my second time having him on here what times he travels. And it's just that they're not used to hearing the reality. It's almost like we're in a cocoon or something. I don't know what the pandemic did for us. That's why I get so much pushback. Everybody wants to hear the sugary stuff. Everybody, what he's talking about is real life, whether you like it or not. This is what happens when you date overseas in different cultures and stuff. You don't know enough about the women. You move them into your house, and next thing you know, you wake up and be like, I created a monster. Who is this sleeping next to me? And you may have to pack your stuff and leave. Okay?
Especially in a foreign country. Now, remember, in the United States, in California, my wife might have called the police on me about 20 times, right? And in the beginning, before OJ, the police will come and just shoot the breeze with me and just leave. But after that OJ shit, that shit start costing me money. You see what I'm saying? You go, like, once in California, in that domestic violence thing, once they get a phone call, somebody got to go to jail. The police come knock on your door, somebody got to go to jail when your police get a phone call with that domestic shit. The final time when I left the wife, I went to jail for that domestic violence charge. This shit got dropped. But I went to jail. I had to get bonded out. That cost me about $10,000.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So in America, the woman called the police on you, but it's different if the woman called the police on you in a foreign country, G, and she talking in her own language, man. That's a whole different problem. That's a whole different problem.
See, you telling stuff, man, that's relevant all around the world, because that's what happens over here. I just said that on my members only live stream yesterday. I said, when you talk about moving a woman to America, okay, she's at the kitchen table and they're talking all around you in their language about what her expectations are, what her mission is over there and everything. And then when you bring her back prematurely, it's the same thing. You don't know what they're saying about you. You know, and when you're in another country, man, you know, language to me is the ninth wonder of the world. If you're in a place where you don't understand the language, man, it puts you at a grave disadvantage. But we act like it doesn't matter to us. Man, that's a big hurdle to climb, man. When you somewhere and people can talk about you right to your face and you don't know what they're saying. But we act like, oh, no big deal. Just give me a blowjob tonight and we'll talk about that in the morning. No, it's a big damn deal. You know, it's the same thing with being set up or being robbed. You always got to have your head on a swivel, man, because they might be talking in their language. Yeah, there he is. That's the one right there. I'll get him from the front. You get him from the back. You don't know what they're saying. But we act like it's no big deal. He says, what's your plan for meeting what's your method or plan of meeting a Filipino?
Well, see, here the difference is here. Okay, well, you know, like in Central America, right, South America, I had to use a translator because I'm not fluent in Spanish, right? But here in the Philippines, they speak English. So I'm more, and I left you a message, but I'm more going to do more of a cold approach here as compared to online. I mean, the mall is right here. I mean, it got so many people here by this bus terminal right here and all that. So I'm going to approach people here and they speak in English as compared to being in Central South America where I need to use a translator and all of that. So I would say I'm more gonna cold approach, man.
Yeah, but see, I tell guys all the time, I try to warn them about that. It could be seen as harassment, though. Remember, you're in the Philippines. You're not. I mean, how you gonna approach a woman over here? Do you know how to approach women here?
I was gonna approach women like I approach any other woman that I did in the world. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that though. But let me ask this question right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Elet says, "What race was your first wife? Was she black?"
Black woman. I know because he thought that because I said Santa Cruz. No, my wife was black, man. Black.
Yeah, because you said something that about, women used to use that as a threat. I'm going to call the police, right? Remember, they always say that.
That's their boyfriend. The police say boyfriend.
But not anymore. If they do that now, it could cost you your life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the police show up and they fear for their life. It's what they always say, I fear for my life. You got all that weapons, all that training. All I've got is my damn cell phone, but you fear for your life, so you shoot me when I'm not looking.
Yeah.
He said, just say hello and how you doing. Well, it's not that easy, guys. A lot of these women, man, they're bashful. They're painfully shy. If you say something to them, man, they're going to pretend like they don't hear you. You got to put yourself in a situation where, say, for instance, she may be the waiter, or she may be the cashier, or the sales lady, or something like that, where you've got her undivided attention. Somebody said something on here. It made all the sense in the world to me. He said, a guy by the name Robert White, he said, Cal, I have a hard time meeting women over here in the Philippines. He said, because they're either going somewhere or coming from somewhere, so they're always in a hurry. He said, so I couldn't really talk to them. And it made a lot of sense to me. Okay. But you have to, some kind of way, you got to get her 100%, undivided attention. She's not going to hear you, man. She's going to keep going. It's not that easy. He said you need a soft end, but a soft end is definitely easy to find. People always say that, I know that I met my woman online. And a lot of the guys, man, over here, 99% of, I don't think I've ever met a man who didn't meet her online. In my honest opinion, I think this is how they want you to meet their women. I don't think they want you over here all up in their face. I could be wrong. It's just what I'm saying, because I've never met a man. Okay, I did meet one guy. He met the woman at my meet and greet. But, you might as well been, I'm pretty sure she had a profile online. But, yeah, they met at my meet and greet. So he's part of the 1%. But the rest of us, man, we meeting them women online. We're not pushing up on these women unless you get yourself into a situation where you have her undivided attention. She's starting to feel comfortable and all of that. Otherwise, man, it's just gonna be hard. You're not gonna know who to say something to. But I guess if you just keep on doing, eventually you're either gonna get locked up or you're gonna get a date. One or the other. He said, just say hello. But people say that all the time, man. Is that how you met your woman, Thomas, in the street? I mean, just be honest, man, about it. I always tell guys, stay off the dating sites unless you know what you're doing. Because that's where not only the women are, but that's where all the scammers and all the games are being played. But if you know what you're doing on those dating sites, because all the dating site really is to break the ice for you. That's all it's going to do. You still got to meet the woman in person. You still got to sell yourself on her, that you're the right one for her, and all of that. The dating site is just an easy way to break the ice. I wouldn't be over here trying to do all that. But, hey. Yeah, no, online, see? That's what I'm saying. He says it's very important to learn the language. By learning the language, the locals feel more comfortable around you. Yeah, man. But that's just man, that's almost a monumental task, man, when you're 57 years old to try to learn a new language. Booby speaks, 3 languages, but she's little. That's when you learn the new language, Mike. Imagine trying to learn a language right now fluently. You'd have to be in the CIA or something, honestly. I met a guy in Cebu. I didn't meet him. I was in back of line, and we were in SM, man, and he spoke it fluently. And the more I looked at him, I was like, this guy's probably CIA, because it's very seldom that you meet somebody like that can speak this language fluently.
I'm thinking about getting one of them time killers, them earbuds or whatever, them time killers. I might get one of them time killers.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, do what's comfortable with you. But I mean, all the guys who always tell me, TJ, you included, oh, meet them online. Meet them offline. You meet your girl online. There's nothing wrong with meeting women online. That's where they are, really. At least they're interested. I mean, we were just in IT Park. Those women are coming and going, man. You're not going to get 5 minutes of their time to even to even give them a sales job, or your elevator speech is what we called it in the insurance business. You just don't have the time, man. That's all I'm saying, and if he keeps on, the people are watching, he keep on stopping these women on one after the other, they can misinterpret that as, hey, he's harassing women. But everybody, is always saying, oh, do it offline, but when they meet their woman online. I just think that you get our age, we want to ease this out the way. It's not much difference, though, to be honest with you. The Philippines has a rich, thick culture. It's not much difference, man. It's not like, oh, well, I'm going to get a better quality of woman offline than online. Because if she's bold enough to talk to you offline, she's got an online profile. Yeah, he said it isn't important to learn the language. He said, I respect Mike's opinion and experience, but that's big cap. Yeah, that's a monumental task. I don't know anybody over here. Remember, I've been over here on and off for 15 years. That's the only man I saw, and he looked to be CIA. But all the rest of us regular guys over here, man, the most I can say is my own Boontag or something like that. Take me to M. Louis Atbangasano or something like that. But to get into a conversation, because when you do that, now they're going to come back with the real Messiah. And all you can be like, man, Gamai Lam, you only know a little. He said, cat in the hat cap. Yeah. He said, I actually met man through a contractor buddy that screwed her over online playing the rotation game. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. She already, if you met her offline, that means she had a profile online. That's the only way they're going to feel comfortable with you. He said, Cam Newton, he said, take a bath, clean clothes, good attitude, and you'll be hunted. But, yeah, thank y'all, guys, because y'all not even asking no questions, man. Appreciate all the super chats, all the super stickers, all the thumbs up, all the support. Again, Archille, thank you, brother, for your time. Where you going to eat lunch today?
I haven't made up my mind yet, dog. I don't even know.
Now, they say the food here is no good.
Huh?
They say the food here is no good. What do you think so far?
It's a lot of rice.
Yeah. But I mean, how was that? How was the Mexican food when we went? Was that okay?
It was good, man. Text me that spot. That's where I'm going. I'm going to get that burrito. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, La Lucha. Yeah. But they say there's no good eating spots in the Philippines. I'm calling bullshit on that.
That's where I'm going right now. I'm going to get that burrito.
Okay. Okay, Elat, she said I have a question. Okay, go ahead with the question, Elat, before we get off here. Elat, are you still on here? Maybe she wants you to send her 1,700 so she can catch the ticket plane out here. Yeah, Mike says I speak 7 languages. Yeah, you know, but you learned them earlier on, Mike. You know, when that sort of thing was relevant, man. We're older now, man. We're just not going to do it. We're not going to take the time to do it. And I don't think it would really help you that much. I really don't want to know what they're saying about me, to be honest with you. Then I'd probably pack. I'd be like Archille. I'd be packing my shit in the middle of the night, catching a plane out of here, because you know they're talking about you, and you know what? I don't know won't hurt me. I don't want to learn it fluently. I thought I did, but I really don't anymore.
No one asked me, said, Archille, you was in Panama for 4 years. You didn't learn the language? And I'll tell you why I didn't learn the language. So when I first came to Panama, man, I didn't want to talk to nobody, right? I could tell that. But I came to Panama through a language school and became best friends with the owner of the language school, Spanish Panama Language School, right?
Yeah.
So then I talked to him. He's a Canadian, right? I said, well, man, I mean, well, you know Spanish, you teach in Spanish, who you talk to? I said, you talking to me. You ain't talking to nobody in Spanish about business or nothing. You talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to learn this language. You're going to learn the Filipino language. You're going to learn Spanish. What detailed conversations are you going to have with the everyday Filipino? What kind of conversations you going to have with the everyday Panamanian dude or whatever? You know, just like how we kick it or what kind of conversations you going to have?
Thank you. Thank you. I say that all the time. I mean, you know, it's more like, that's why I have to be around expats. And people's like, well, I don't want to be around expats. Well, you're going to lose your damn mind. Because all you get over here is like, did you eat yet? Did you legal? What do you want for dinner? It's nothing, you know, you're not going to have no in-depth conversation. You know, I'm telling you, man, that Maryland didn't even know who Donald Trump was.
Exactly.
You know, so that's just what you're going to get. But, you know, it's no big deal. But can she speak English? Yeah, better than me. But, okay, Led says, would you date an American woman in the Philippines? That's the question. He said, no, you're done. You're done with America.
American woman, you asking me you could just ask me what I did an American woman. I'm like, wow. That's it.
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not.
What is it about American women, I guess, that you like and that you don't like?
I just don't want to work so hard. I don't want to work so hard, G. That's all. I ain't hating American women. I love women. I love all women. I just don't want to work that hard.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. That's why you need to go online. Why would you want to do the cold approach? Because now, okay, I was just chatting with a guy. I'm on the bus. I'm like this, trying to text him, and he's talking about, you know, he met the girl in the street, but she said, no, you got to court me now. And, you know, there's no coming over. You got to court me. And then how could that be? What, 6 months before she answers him? You're going to have to work. So that's why I say go online where you cut through all the bullshit. There's an unspoken agreement there. And you can get, you know, we want the easier, softer way. We don't want that hard stuff, man. Not at my age. I don't know. Maybe somebody else. He said, see, Calvin, that's me. I don't want to work hard either.
I don't want to work.
Yeah. But he's saying, I know what y'all saying something totally different, Elat. You know, and this is the reason why a lot of men are done with American women. You know, you don't want to work hard. You know, you see the benefits of quadrupling your sexual activity, what that does to you. It boosts your happiness the same as if you had an additional $50,000 in the bank. So dealing with American women is like being 50,000 in debt. You be unhappy like you would if you were 50,000 in debt. So I think that's why you hit it on the nose. We just don't want to work so hard, basically for nothing, really. Only for her to say, is that all you want me for? And all that, not realizing it's a give and take, but she only wants to give it to you when she wants to. And it doesn't work like that. I have to explain that to women over here. Men and women are different. We're equal, but we're not the same. I want sex when I want it. That's when I want it. That's when I need it. I'm 61. So if you say, okay, now I want it, well, hell, maybe I don't want it. I don't know. Maybe somebody understands what I'm talking about. But anyway, guys, let's get over here. I'll see y'all next time. Take care, man. Thanks again, Archille.
All right, bro.